can't be. Drop it.
So you're the son of a bitch who's been stealing my newspapers.
Mr. Strickland! Mr. Strickland. It's me, sir. It's Marty.
Who?
Marty McFly! Marty McFly! Don't you know me, sir, from school, sir?
I've never seen you before in my life, but you looked at me like a slacker.
Yeah, that's right. That's right, I am a slacker. Don't you remember you gave me detention last week?
Last week, the school burned down 6 years ago. Now you got exactly 3 seconds to get off my porch with your nuts intact. 1.
Oh, please, Mr. Strickland, I just want to know what the hell's going on here.
2.
Hey, Strickland!
Before we get to our regularly scheduled Marchy McFly, after I recorded today's episode, I got a text from a friend of mine with the news that actor James Tolkan had died. Mr. Strickland himself, James Tolkan, was 94 years old. And I guess the news came out today that he passed away. And it says right in the first line, I think, that TMZ had was most notably known for the Back to the Future movies and Top Gun. And I mean, that's pretty much mostly what I know him from. I looked up real quick to see what else I remember him from. I haven't seen War Games in a million years, but he was in that. And the most recent movie that I saw him in was in Bone Tomahawk. And I remember being pleasantly, shockingly surprised that he was in it for a bit as a piano player. I think he was like a drunk piano player too. If I remember correctly, like half asleep. I mean, it has been years since I've seen Bone Tomahawk. That is a great movie, but it's nothing to do with Back to the Future, except for the fact that the through line is James Tolkan, who did pass away. It looks like yesterday, but I don't know if the reports came out until today, and I did not know about it until today. I can't not mention it. Marchy McFly, when one of the great actors of the Back to the Future movies. Even though I feel like he was short-shrifted in Back to the Future Part 3, he had some nice moments in this one, in Back to the Future 2. And we will be able to talk about him again next year. But even though the title of this episode and the image of this episode is not in the proper order, I thought it was only appropriate to have today's episode be in honor of Mr. Strickland himself, James Tolkan. Rest in peace. Okay, now on with the regularly scheduled episode.
Marty would be hurled back to 1955, and the filmmakers would have to meticulously recreate sets and scenes from the first film.
Way down in Louisiana, down in New Orleans.
Marty has to go back and actually do some stuff behind himself playing Johnny Be Good.
Not me! The other me! The one that's up on stage playing Johnny Be Good!
I was so jazzed just to be doing that. I mean, it was deja vu. I had been there before. You know, I had done exactly the same thing.
Hey, butthead! Marty, you think that stupid disguise would get by me? Let's have it out. You and me, right now.
No, thanks.
What's the matter? Where you going? You chicken? That's it, isn't it? Nothing but a little chicken. Nobody calls me James. What the hell? You steal my stuff? Oh! And this one's for my car!
Marchy McFly, Marchy McFly. Year 6 of Marchy McFly. Ready or not, Year 6 of Marchy McFly. I'm back, great Scott. It's year 6. 31 straight days for you. In year 6. It's Back to the Future Part 2. Every day. Gonna have a little talk of Marty and Doc. 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 Happy Friday, everybody. It is Friday, March 27th, which means it is the 27th day of Marchy McFly, the 27th day of Marchy McFly 6th, and for the 27th day in a row, like I promised, I'm here talking about 3 minutes and 20 seconds of Back to the Future Part 2 to all of you. And I'm going to do most of it outside in some rainy Virginia weather. But right now, I am sitting in something called a Sheetz, Sheetz. I'll put a link to it in the show notes for those of you who aren't aware. But these trips down south and you know, up and down the eastern seaboard have opened my eyes to places that I did not know existed, like Wawa, most recently Buc-ee's, and now today Sheetz. Now, a couple of years ago, I used to come to a Hardee's here. We're in Virginia. We're stopped for the second day. We're done. Tomorrow we get home. Tomorrow you hear Marchy McFly properly. And I'm burping right now, but that's okay because Sheetz is like another fancy gas station with a full kitchen inside. And I am now eating street tacos from Sheetz. 3 fish street tacos, which I just had one, and some curly fries. Now I can also get, you know, unleaded here. I can get Pepsi, and I can get strudels. I think I can get alcohol. I can get anything under the sun here. But who knows how it will affect my belly later. We'll find out. You know, maybe you won't find out till tomorrow, but we'll find out. I'm not going to whisper anymore while I'm in here. But I will tell you that today I will be discussing minutes 86:40 to 90 minutes. We will be at the 90-minute mark after today. So I'm going to finish eating my fish tacos. I'm going to finish eating my curly fries. And then I will see you outside as we talk about the next 3 minutes and 20 seconds of Back to the Future Part 2. And quite possibly, maybe I complain a little bit about my date, but I think people are looking at me and wondering why I'm talking like such an asshole. I'll see you soon. All right, here I am outside Sheetz as I promised, here recording. I'm not going back to my motel room because I can't record and talk about this with my mother-in-law there. She doesn't even know what a podcast is, let alone having me talk about 3 minutes and 20 seconds of a sequel to a movie for the 27th day in a row. It's going to blow her mind. I was working on the computer. She goes, "Are you doing work? I'm going to put the TV on." I said, "No, I'm doing nonsense. I'm doing fun stuff. Don't worry about it." but there's no way I'm going to do the talk there. So I'm outside sheets under a like 6x6 awning to keep me away from the rain, because now the rain's really picking up. So I'm in the back. So hopefully not many people come this way because of the rain, and hopefully the music that's blaring out here, it doesn't come up, you're not hearing it too much. So this is the shortest day of driving, but it also feels like the longest day, because I've been in a car with my mother-in-law for 2 days in a row at 9+ hours, and almost a day. Well, today was 7 to 3. Yesterday was 7 to 5, maybe. And plus I was, with her from half the day Tuesday, all day Wednesday, and then Thursday, Friday, and then tomorrow. So I'm enjoying this right now. I'm enjoying talking about this. And if I would go all over the place, if I'm scatterbrained, that's because that's where my head is right now. But in this 3 minutes and 20 seconds, we see Lorraine for the last time. We see Biff's cronies for the last time. And we see George McFly for the last time, I think all the way until the end of 3. We don't see Lorraine again, but we do see Leah Thompson again. We still see Biff. So Biff is in this, but Biff is in this almost till the end. So there was one thing. So as the segment now, I just watched it while I was eating fish tacos, and hopefully I remember everything, because I'm not looking at it again because it's on the same phone that I'm talking into right now. So it picks up with the guitar solo going crazy. Marty 55 is, wailing away, and he loses a little bit of control, but that's what guitars do when they're in the pocket, when they're in the zone. Get out of their way. I don't know. I've never been there, but I can imagine. So Marty Prime is up on the scaffolding, and he just lets the rope go that brings down hundreds of pounds of sandbags on these three poor teenage bullies. Stick, match, matchstick, or just match? There's no stick. Match, skinhead, and 3D. We don't see them anymore. They don't even play a part in 1885, which is, I think, would have been great if they played kind of like older parts of themselves, or showed up working with, Tannen, not Tannen. That's what I'm talking about. Working with Strickland or something. They weren't in it at all, which is a bummer. But Marty Prime drops the sandbags on their head, clearly concussing them. Then he uses the rope to pull him to lower himself down, lets the rope go again, and clearly kills one of them. So as he does, he walks off, and it should be over. He should have saved the day. He has the almanac. He saved himself so his self could leave, and now just go burn the almanac and call it a day, and go back to the way things were, the way things Marty 55 set them when he came back the first time. But we don't get that, do we? Because Marty can't help himself. He has to look back and watch himself talking to his mother and his father. So Lorraine, now in the original movie, she says, that was very interesting music. But this time she says, that was very interesting music. Like, I feel like it was slightly different. If I played the clip from the original here.
Lorraine. Marty, that was very interesting music.
And then I play the clip from the sequel here.
Lorraine. Marty, that was very interesting music.
Do you spot the difference? Now, I don't know. I'm going off memory. I think it's different. So hopefully that made sense. Otherwise, I look like an idiot, but I'm going to put it in anyway. So he is about to leave, and you hear him say, I have a feeling about you too. I have a feeling about us too. And then, Marty Prime can't help himself. He has to look. If he just walked away, it'd be over. But he gives Biff time to show up and go, you think that stupid disguise is going to work on me? And he goes, you and me right now. And Marty goes, no way, forget about it. I forget what he said. He goes, no chance. Or he basically is ready to walk away. But of course, remember, they built in that dumb chicken thing. So now Marty can't walk away. So he goes, what are you, chicken? Nobody calls me. Now, as he turns back, this is one of the funniest shots of the whole movie. He turns back. The Marty from Marty 55 is leaving, he opens the door and slams it right into Marty Prime's face. And I don't know how they did that without like smashing. Like they must have just lined that up perfectly. It is a gorgeous shot that looks like a door is smashing Michael J. Fox in the face. I mean, gorgeous might be overplaying it, but it is a perfectly like put together shot. Now what I like is you can see the seams. The seams in the scene is the door. So Marty's on one side of the door, Biff's on the other side, and then Marty 55 is in the window. And when Biff shows up, in the window where Marty was watching is the exact moment where George says, Marty, and he shakes his hand. I don't know how to thank you. And when that happens, Biff shows up to talk to Marty Prime at the door. So the focus pulls on them, and then the George and Marty are blurry in the background. It is very subtle. It seems very natural as far as film grammar, because you want to see the focus of the people you're with, but it is very deliberate so that when you turn, you don't realize it's not Crispin Glover. You don't realize it's Jeffrey Weissman in some really terrible prosthetics. But it is a perfect shot. The whole thing, and then the door opens. That's when Marty Prime gets smashed on the ground. We don't see Marty 55 anymore because he's off to go back to the future now. So he gets to go back. And Marty Prime then gets, these so many Martys. Marty Prime is knocked out. And that's when Biff's like, what the hell? Steal from me? Kicks him. And this is from my car. Kicks him again. And he takes the almanac that Marty should have left with. Now I can just call him Marty. And he goes off. So Marty goes up to the top of the school and he said, but Doc, I blew it. Biff jumped me. He took the almanac. So Marty had so many moments to do the right thing, to do it right, but he couldn't help himself. Chicken got him screwed up again. So, excuse my coughing. So now he's like, well, which way did he go? And Marty says, he went east towards this bridge, towards this tunnel. Now, my first thought is, he went east? Like, I don't know east, west. Like, I call where I live the east part of town and the other side the west part of town, but I don't know if literally that's west or not. Maybe it's southwest. But he went east. He went eastward, 16 knots at a longitude of 71 and latitude of 71, because I don't know longitude and latitude. But apparently that they know that's east. So he went east towards the tunnel. Get in. So they chase after him. And I do like the shot. It's a special effect. At first I thought maybe it's miniatures, but it's special effect of the DeLorean swooping in above Biff's car. And of course, remember, in Back to the Future 2, no one has peripheral vision. No one can turn their head. No one notices anything. So it's completely natural that Biff doesn't see this flying goddamn spaceship of a car right over his head. So even when it gets closer. So the DeLorean kind of swoops down, but it doesn't get too close. And Marty uses the binoculars and goes, there it is. There's Biff. And he still has the almanac. Like, where do you think the almanac would have went? He just got in the car 4 minutes ago. And he goes, let's land on him and cripple the car. And that's where this 3 minutes and 20 seconds ends. I do like Doc's response to that, but that's not till tomorrow. Oh, tomorrow. Tomorrow, what a wonderful phrase. Tomorrow ain't no passing phase. It means I'm home, back in my kitchen table, podcasting about Back to the Future to you. So, that's it for today. I stood out here. It actually worked out pretty good. I'm going to go now. I'm going to get my mother-in-law a vanilla shake. Now, look, you might say, oh, that's nice and sweet of you. She asked for it. She goes, I said, can I get you anything? And she asked for it. And this is, what I'm going to get her for. Of course, I'm going to get her for, but not here at Sheetz. I'm going to get it at Baskin Robbins right next door. Baskin Robbins. I'm sorry. There's more than one. But I'm cold and wet and I need to go back and just warm up and get this episode out to all of you. So that's it for today. 3 minutes and 20 seconds of excitement where Marty had a chance, had the moment, was able to actually leave with the almanac, but screwed it up because the idiot can't not be called Chicken. Never called Chicken before in Back to the Future. But in Back to the Future 2, he's called Chicken, I don't know, every 10 minutes. It's crazy how much chicken he's called. Like you think, wow, they really saved it for this movie. If he did, he would be out of there, but he didn't. So Biff has the almanac once again, and that leaves Marty and Doc to go chase after Biff. And that's where we will be picking up tomorrow But until then, you can follow me on all the socials at Geek Mentality, except TikTok, which is Geek Mentality Mike. The rain is almost letting up, but I'm not going to walk under there yet with my phone like this. So it's Geek Mentality Mike, except on TikTok. Oh, wait, TikTok is Geek Mentality Mike. Everything else is Geek Mentality. The Facebook page is Fans Not Experts. The YouTube channel is Fans Not Experts. That's because the website is fansnotexperts.com. That's it. I'm done. I'm going back to the Quality Inn. This Quality Inn is way better than the Quality Inn it was in yesterday. This one actually lives up to its name. So with that being said, I will see you tomorrow, my friends. But until then, thank you for listening. Thank you for subscribing. And here is my theme song. This is my podcast. I made it. Geek Mentality's what I named it. And I think you should listen and subscribe, 'cause I'm kinda funny and awesome. I think that I'm worth your time, and I'm kinda handsome. My mom says, please listen and please subscribe. At least listen to this episode.
Fans Not Experts.